Today's topic is about what functional safety standards should one follow. I will give an overview of the commonly available functional safety standards and how does one go about choosing what safety standards to follow. Imagine you are developing a product for the first time and you want this product to be functionally safe. And now you're given the task to identify standards to which you need to comply with. There's two ways in which you have to choose your standards. Number one is what is the domain for which you're using your product for? And number two, once the domain is chosen, what is the specific safety standards available for that domain? Let's look at number one. All functional safety standards are derived based on the IEC 61508. This is the parent functional safety standard. Each industry then decided to have a flavor of IEC 61508 for their own particular industry. For example, in the automotive industry, it is the ISO 26262. In the aerospace industry, it's DO 178C. Similarly, in nuclear power plants, it's IEC 61513. So if one was to choose the domain in which the product is going to be used, one can choose what safety standard they need to follow. If you're a humanoid robot company or someone who's building collaborative robots, then you can look into these three safety standards. For robotics, it's ISO 10218. For collaborative robots, it's ISO 15066. And for personal care robots, it's ISO 13482. In addition, you can also choose machinery standards, which is commonly used in robotics applications. Here's an overview of for different domains what are the standards. There's different standards for medical equipment, agriculture, forestry, military, aerospace, whether it is ground or airborne, earth moving machinery, nuclear power plants, and so on. Now let's assume you've chosen your safety standards for a particular domain. You need to also choose what specific safety standards are available for each domain. And here's an overview of some of the safety standards. For example, in the automotive domain, in addition to ISO 26262, one would have to use ISO 21448 if this is applicable, especially in autonomous driving, ISO 8800, which is the safety of artificial intelligence, UL 4600, this is a very good guideline to help with safety of autonomous vehicles, and so on. Similarly, in robotics, there are a lot of standards like ANSI RIA R1506, ANSI RIA 1508. These are very helpful with mobile robots and other robotics applications. Once you've developed your product according to a specific standard, the question may arise, I want to be able to use this product in another domain. I've developed a product according to automotive ISO 26262. Can I use it in the aerospace domain? And the answer is yes. There is an equivalence between standards, which means if you develop your product according to a certain uh, level of a standard, it can be used to an equivalent level of another standard. So, for example, if you've built a product which is automotive grade ISO 26262 and it's up to ASIL D, you could use it in a railway application which is up to SIL 3. Or you could use it in a medical application which is class C. This way, you don't have to redo the certification according to a particular standard. Certify it once according to one standard and then reuse it for other standards.